What's going on, Draft League fans? My name is Raptos, and this is Momentum Shifters, where we analyze how a game swung from being in one player's favor to being their demise. This week, we're taking the show in the direction of hypotheticals and how the momentum could have shifted with a game between the Mastodon Gastrodon and the Oregon Ducklets. So I'm still experimenting with this show, how I want to finally present it, because I feel that the way that I've initially structured it was very good for that week, but as it's progressed, it's been harder to talk about these different aspects of the match as they happen and then give my thoughts afterwards. So I will be trying something a bit different and just talking about things as they happen. So the first moment in the match where I feel it could have gone in a completely different direction is when the Ducklets U-turn out with their Scarf Decidui against the Doug Trio. Now, the Doug Trio can trap a lot of the Ducklets team. It can trap a really big member in the Jirachi and just force it to go for an attack as it was Scarfed and just pick it off with an easy sucker punch. It can also trap the Tentacruel, as that was Black Sludge, and according to Mastodon, it could have, as he was thinking in that time, it could have trapped the Tyrantrum and the Ember, though those both proved to be Shedshell. Now, bringing in a Scarf Tauros to take out the Doug Trio from there, all sashes were broken, and if it was Choice Scarf, then it wasn't doing a lot of damage, especially with the beat up that it went for. And also, if it was Choice Scarf, it would have outsped the Decidui. But anyway, so that would have worked out really well. Unfortunately, he brought the wrong Tauros, so instead of getting a kill up, he ended up being a kill down, and that wasn't very good. Tauros could have hit quite a lot of the team for some pretty decent damage. Tauros is a strong attacker, and he's just lost that, and he was set back pretty far because of it. The next moment where this kind of plays in is the Ember not carrying Sucker Punch. Now, Sucker Punch on the Ember, it could have made short work of the Latias, although it ended up going for Ruth later on at a point where he would have clicked it and it would have KO'd. The Latias did go for a Psyshock, risking that Sucker Punch, so that was a bit unfortunate. Had the Sucker Punch been there and went off, that would have taken out the Latias pretty cleanly. The Sucker Punch on the Ember really could have picked up the game because Genesect never hit the field, so we don't know what build it was and if it could have dealt with the Ember itself. If it were Douse Drive, it could have potentially hit it with the Technoblast. We've seen Mastodon do that in the past, but at the stage that it was, without the Sucker Punch, the Ember couldn't win the game. It couldn't clean up the Latias, it couldn't take out the Scarfsteraptor. And yeah, it's just overall not fantastic for the Oregon Ducklets in terms of the prep-wise. However, Mastodon did have some poor prep on his part, but that actually gained him a lot more initiative. So, we're not going to bother talking about that. So, hypothetically, I feel the Oregon Ducklets could have won this game if they played the exact same way up until Ember not sucker punching the Latias when it could have picked up the KO. So, yeah. So that's all it is for this week. What do you guys think of this kind of new format, presenting it like the rest of the analysts instead of doing a big highlight reel? I couldn't figure out a way to do the highlight reel without a lot of cuts and whatever, because there's just not a lot to talk about in between that really contributes to what I want to be saying. So there's that. Yeah, so that's why I didn't go with that this week. Next week's it may change back. I don't know. I just want to know what you guys think about it, etc. Also, very sorry about missing the past 2 weeks. I went down for a VGC competition, flew out to another city for that. So that's why I missed 1 week, and the following week I had lost my voice. So, you wouldn't have gotten a video with any commentary, so yeah, unfortunately, that seems to be how it goes, but hey, I'm back in action, coming out swinging, so I'm just going to jump in here and say that I forgot to upload this 2 nights in a row, so you're getting this late, apparently. Yeah, just cheeky little edit in here. Yeah, fantastic. Um, not a strong comeback, but hey, we've got next week. We've got next week to pull it out in the later game. So anyway, I hope you guys have a good week or whatever. Enjoy the videos coming at you for the week 7. I feel that there's some pretty good games coming up, and I'm actually excited to see some of them myself. So stick around and get comfortable because this next week is going to be pretty great. My name's Raptors, and I'll see you guys next time for another episode of Momentum Shifters.